Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful sunrise workout. I hope you guys are enjoying these. We are up to 10 full weeks of waking up every morning in the sunrise, moving our bodies and getting our day started out right. So let's do it again this morning. We're doing this challenge for 365 days and we are off to a wonderful start. So let's lay down on our mat, get our bodies warmed up. I always like to start with some movement of our shoulders and the Pilates 100. Joseph Pilates thought that the order of exercises was very important, and I love doing the 100 to get the workout started, just firing up so many different muscle groups. So let's start getting our shoulders warmed up with some big arm circles. Nice thoracic breathing in through your rib cage. Exhale, zip up those pelvic floor muscles. Nice deep breaths. And switch directions. Just move the upper body, warming up those shoulders. Focusing on your breathing, connecting your breathing to your movements. Letting everything else go and just focus on what you're doing right here and right now. Inhale into that rib cage. Exhale, zip up those core muscles. Bring those knees up to the tabletop. On an exhale, squeeze all that air out of your lungs. Roll that upper body up off the mat. You can stay here for your 100. If that's where you are, you can stretch your legs out. Inhale for 5 pumps of your arms. Exhale for 5 pumps of your arms. Firing up those abdominal muscles. Coordinating your breath to your movement. Don't let your legs go down so far that you feel any pressure in your lower back. Inhale 5 pumps of your arms. Exhale 5 pumps of your arms. Nice deep breaths. Pushing that lower back into the mat. Let's do 3 more breaths. Enjoy the cool, crisp morning air. Last one. And lower your legs down. Inhale, bring 1 foot at a time up in line with your sit bones. Bring those shoulders away from those ears. Stretch those hands down towards your heels. Let's fire up those glutes this morning with a shoulder bridge. Inhale, exhale, press that lower back into the mat. Roll off the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. Shoulders away from the ears, hips nice and flat. Press evenly through each foot. Slowly roll 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way back down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, nice and slow, roll all the way back up. Inhale at the top, exhale, nice and slow, all the way back down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, roll all the way up. This time hold it at the top. Stretch those arms down towards your heels. Press those feet into the ground. Now you can stay here, continue to roll up and down. You can lift those heels off the mat. You can do a marching position if you can keep those hips balanced and your body stable. You can use your arms for balance. If you're more advanced, stretch that leg up to the sky and point that toe on the way down. Leg lift, flex that foot on the way back up. Pushing through that bottom leg. 3, 4, hips nice and flat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that foot back down, roll back down to the mat if you have to. Otherwise, let's get started on the other leg. Stretch it up to the sky. Point that toe on the way down. Flex it on the way up. Keep those hips nice and flat, hip bones pointing towards the sky. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that foot back down to the mat. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly roll one vertebrae at a time all the way back down to the mat. Tailbone is the last thing to touch. Now, let's bring one knee up, stretch one leg out, bring those shoulders off the mat. And we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg stretched out. So the knee that's coming up, that's the arm that's going back. Let's do 10 sets. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hug those knees into your chest. Stretch one leg out, one leg up to the sky. Point that toe. Leg circles. Only go in as big of a circle as you can, keeping those hips nice and flat. Don't roll from side to side. Let's do 10 in one direction, 10 in the other. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Nice deep breaths. Inhale for one circle. Exhale for one circle. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come all the way back down. Other leg. Inhale, exhale. Let that leg circle around. If you feel any popping motion in your hip, you can turn that toe out slightly, make your circles a little smaller. You can also bend that knee to do those circles as well, especially if you have tight hamstrings. Let's do 3 more in that direction. And other direction. 10, 9, 8. Bring that navel to your spine. Keep those hips nice and flat. And relax. Let's come over onto your side. For the oyster, pull those obliques up, shoulder over your elbow, heels in line with your tailbone. Lift those heels off the ground, lift that top leg. Pull up nice and tall. Don't let those obliques sink down into the mat. Bring that navel to your spine. Zip up those pelvic floor muscles. And 1. Relax. Let's come up onto our knee. Get your hip right over your knee. Foot straight back behind you. Lean over to the side and gentle little kick forwards and backwards. Push those hips forward. Engage those glutes. Don't sit back into that heel. Your foot doesn't have to come off the mat very far, just as far as you're comfortable. Inhale for one kick. Exhale for one kick. Really focusing on your breathing and engaging those pelvic floor muscles. Let's come over to the other side. Elbow right under your shoulder. Pull those obliques up. Again, heels in line with your sit bone, your tailbone. Pull them off the mat and lift that top leg. Pull those obliques up so you're nice and straight. 4, 5, 6, 7. Zip up those pelvic floor muscles. Last one. And relax. Let's come over onto our stomach for some swimming. Inhale, pull that navel off the mat. Stretch those feet out as far as you can. Try and keep those shoulders away from your ears. Come up onto your stomach. Pull those legs off. Pull that chest off the mat. Inhale for 5 splashes. Exhale for 5 splashes. Focus on stretching those toes away from your body. Pulling that navel off the mat towards your spine, supporting your lower back. Nice deep breaths. Focus on your movements. Focus on your breathing. And relax. Let's reach back, grab those ankles. Inhale. Exhale, push those ankles into your hands. Bring that chest off the mat. Open that chest, open those shoulders. Roll those shoulders back, pull those shoulder blades together. Let's do one more. Hold it at the top. Nice deep breaths. And come down. Let's clasp those hands behind your back. Inhale, exhale, flex those feet. Double little kick. Chest up, stretch those hands down towards your heels. Double little kick. Stretch that chest up, open those shoulders, open the chest. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And come down. Let's come up into plank position. Do a couple little rocks here. Stretch out those calves. Come into a neutral position and leg pull up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep those hips pointed straight down to the mat, nice and flat, nice and even. Couple more little rocks before we switch legs. Stretch out those calves. Other side, 10 leg lifts. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back down, shake out those wrists a little bit. And let's wrap up with our push-ups. Pick your favorite position for your push-ups. 10 push-ups to wrap up this workout. Get your shoulders over your wrists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sit back into child's pose. You can have your knees together or nice and wide. Stretch those hands away from you. Nice deep breaths here. Come back up when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me on 10 full weeks of these Pilates sunrise exercises. I am loving having the time for myself, focusing on my body, prioritizing my health. I would love to work with you one-on-one. Check out the link in the description, book a free 15-minute consultation, and we will see you tomorrow morning as the sun rises. Have a blessed and beautiful day.